A Georgia knucklehead who broke into a church and caused thousands of dollars in damage before taking time to baptize himself is under arrest for a slew of charges. Officers responded to a burglary call at the Emerald Beach Church of God in Panama City. A female employee had been inside the building when she heard someone throw a cinder block through the window. She ran out the church and called police. Officers arrived and found Derek Porter loading several stolen electronics, including a TV and a computer, into his truck, along with the church's money bag. Cops say Porter was also soaking wet because just before he left the church, he took the opportunity to baptize himself in the sanctuary pool. It turns out he wasn't the only one taking the sacrament. A review of the officer's body cam shows a canine dog also taking a dip in the pool to cool off and apprehend him, most likely. It has been hot. I gotta give him that. So, just going for a swim. Yeah! And a big thank you to listener Leanne for sending us this story on our Facebook page. 73-year-old Clinton Brewer has been arrested after assaulting close to 12 people at a vegan restaurant in Ojai, California called Larry's Secret Garden. Clinton was seen entering the vegan restaurant during dinner rush with raw steaks in each hand. He walked from table to table, slapping people in the face with the bloody cuts of beef, yelling at each one of them, "If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?" Which is a line from Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall song. He would repeat this over and over until he was stopped. It was somewhere around the 12th victim of his walk-by slappings when a good Samaritan intervened and tackled him to the ground and restrained him until authorities arrived. Clinton has not been a fan of the vegan restaurants popping up and taking over the city he loves. He says, quote, "It used to be a time you could choose from several different places to enjoy a steak on Friday night. Now you're lucky if you could find one. All these meatless options are really silly, overpriced, and un-American. What about the folks that want some beef and don't care for your unkempt armpits and electric cars? Well, the town I love doesn't give up about us anymore." Clinton said of the dozen or so victims of Brewers, 3 were sent to the local hospital with superficial wounds. Most of the injuries were of the emotional variety, and all the victims had a chance to speak with grief counselors. So, how can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? You should see his mugshot. He's got his tongue sticking out like he's hungry. Cranky old feller. All right, those are your knuckleheads. Find those stories and more wherever you follow us on social media. Search Mel and Scott in the Morning.